From the pages of WWF magazine, professional wrestling in 1984 was undergoing a transformation, blending mainstream entertainment with athleticism in ways never seen before. The WWF Rock and Wrestling era was in full swing, and this issue of WWF magazine captures the excitement, controversies, and personalities that defined the company at the time. From Hulk Hogan's dominance as WWF champion to Wendi Richter's rise in women's wrestling, this issue highlights the biggest names, wildest moments, and emerging stars shaping the future of professional wrestling. The rise of Wendi Richter, a new era in women's wrestling. Women's wrestling in the WWF had been controlled by the fabulous Moolah for decades, but in 1984, a new face emerged to challenge her throne, Wendi Richter. With her vibrant personality, undeniable athleticism, and partnership with Cyndi Lauper, Richter became the centerpiece of a revolution in women's wrestling. The magazine highlights her journey from a hungry young wrestler to a world champion, focusing on her training regimen, which includes a strict routine of weightlifting, aerobics, and cardiovascular exercises to maintain her endurance in long matches. Her upset victory over the fabulous Moolah at the Brawl to end it all, where she captured the WWF Women's Championship in front of a national audience on MTV. Her ongoing battles against challengers like Judy Martin, Desiree Peterson, and Princess Victoria, who are eager to dethrone the new champion. The article emphasizes that Richter is not just a flash-in-the-pan champion, she is here to stay, and with the backing of Lauper, she has brought mainstream attention to women's wrestling like never before. Sergeant Slaughter's patriotic mission. Sergeant Slaughter, one of the most patriotic and hard-nosed competitors in the WWF, has taken on a new mission: the restoration of the Statue of Liberty. Slaughter calls upon every American citizen to contribute to the project, believing that the statue is a symbol of freedom and resilience, much like himself in the ring. This feature explores Slaughter's commitment to American values, showcasing his dedication to both the country and professional wrestling. Despite being known for his hard-hitting wrestling style and military-inspired persona, this campaign reveals a softer side of Slaughter, one that wants to inspire the nation beyond the squared circle. The Rock and Wrestling Connection, Freebirds and David Wolf. The WWF's Rock and Wrestling era was about more than just great matches. It was a full-fledged cultural movement that blended wrestling with the world of rock music. This issue explores the rising influence of musicians in professional wrestling, with a particular focus on Michael Hayes and the Fabulous Freebirds, one of the most charismatic and hard-hitting teams in the business, who blurred the lines between rock stars and wrestlers. David Wolf, Cyndi Lauper's real-life manager, who was becoming a major player in the WWF, often clashing with Captain Lou Albano in his efforts to legitimize rock stars in wrestling. The magazine highlights how music is changing the landscape of professional wrestling, drawing new audiences and making WWF bigger than ever before. WWF Year in Review. 1984's biggest moments. The WWF's biggest stories of the year are celebrated in this special Year in Review feature, including Hulk Hogan's legendary victory over the Iron Sheik, where he captured the WWF Championship and launched the era of Hulkamania. Roddy Piper's explosive feuds, including his war with Jimmy Superfly Snuka and his controversial Piper's Pit segments with Cyndi Lauper, setting the stage for even bigger battles. The shifting tag team division, with title changes from the Wild Samoans to Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas, and later to Adrian Adonis and Dick Murdoch, showing the depth of competition in the division. This retrospective cements 1984 as one of the most pivotal years in WWF history, setting the foundation for the future of sports entertainment. Hulk Hogan and Mean Gene Okerlund team up. One of the magazine's most hilarious and memorable stories recounts how Mean Gene Okerlund, known for his broadcasting skills, not wrestling ability, was unexpectedly put into a tag team match alongside WWF champion Hulk Hogan. The match pitted Hogan and Okerlund against George the Animal Steele and Mr. Fuji, and what followed was a mix of action, comedy, and chaos. Okerlund, visibly terrified, relied on Hogan to carry the action, but at a crucial moment, he was tagged in. After taking a few bumps, Okerlund managed to roll up Fuji for a surprise pinfall victory, sending the crowd into a frenzy. The article presents the match as a lighthearted and entertaining break from the usual action, showing that even the voice of the WWF can get in on the action. Brutus Beefcake, the most arrogant man in wrestling. Brutus Beefcake is a controversial figure in the WWF, known for his self-absorbed attitude, flashy ring gear, and arrogance. The magazine explores whether Beefcake's confidence is earned or just pure ego, highlighting his mind games, which often frustrate his opponents before the match even begins. His impressive physique, which he insists makes him superior to most of his competition. The polarizing reaction from fans, with some loving his bravado while others boo him relentlessly. Beefcake is positioned as a wrestler who thrives on attention, regardless of whether it is cheers or jeers. Junkyard Dog, a fighter spirit. Few wrestlers have connected with audiences quite like Junkyard Dog. This article dives into JYD's tough upbringing in Charlotte, North Carolina, his days working in an auto junkyard, and how he fought his way up the ranks of professional wrestling. Known for his incredible strength and durability, JYD has earned a reputation as one of the most beloved competitors in the WWF. His no-nonsense style makes him a fan favorite, as he often fights against the odds to come out victorious. With his iconic entrance music and signature charisma, JYD is positioned as a true people's champion, someone that fans rally behind no matter the opponent. Lunch with a Wrestler, Ivan Putski surprises a fan. A heartwarming section of the magazine tells the story of Cheryl Westphal, a lucky contest winner who got to spend an entire day with WWF star Ivan Putski. She was treated to a limousine ride where Putski shared stories from his wrestling career. They had lunch at a 5-star restaurant where Putski entertained the crowd with his larger-than-life personality. Cheryl attended a live WWF event in Buffalo, New York, where Putski personally introduced her to other superstars backstage. The feature reinforces the close bond between WWF wrestlers and their fans, showing how much fan support means to these larger-than-life athletes. Final thoughts. This issue of WWF Magazine captures a time when wrestling was evolving beyond the ring and into pop culture. The rise of Wendy Richter signals a new era in women's wrestling. Hulk Hogan's dominance continues to define the WWF's championship picture. Rockin' Wrestling is changing the landscape of sports entertainment forever. Superstars like Junkyard Dog, Brutus Beefcake, and Sergeant Slaughter are making waves inside and outside the ring. As the WWF heads into 1985, the stage is set for bigger events, bigger rivalries, and an even bigger impact on the world of entertainment. Like, share, and subscribe.